I see a number of people who come to see us and they are really guilty for even having to come meet with me. And I tell everyone, there's a difference between desire to pay and ability to pay. Everyone that I meet with doesn't want to be in this situation, but some situations is beyond their control where they no longer have the ability to pay. And what the bankruptcy system's designed to do is to give people a fresh start where they can pick up the pieces and move on with their lives.
We take pride in our support staff at Farmer & Wright who take time in speaking with the clients about their challenges and their problems as they're coming in. Lawyers at Farmer & Wright have over 25 years of combined experience. We've handled hundreds of bankruptcy cases throughout Western Kentucky and in fact throughout the state.
My husband and I were pretty much just kind of sinking under bills, and we looked online. We just typed in bankruptcy lawyers. They popped up. They had wonderful reviews online. When I called to just kind of get information about them, they were very friendly, and they sent out a package. We got it the next day with all their information and a book with different scenarios that they had helped other people with.
I changed jobs a couple of years ago, and when I did, my income dropped down. I don't know if you've ever tried to pay the same bills with like 75% of what you used to make, but it's, I was gonna say difficult, but it's kind of impossible. I did a Google search, and they were one of the names that popped up. As soon as I called them, they were just so incredibly helpful. They put me at ease. They helped me to understand that there wasn't that stigma, that shame associated with this that I'd always kind of thought that there would be.
I was going through a situation. They sat down with me and talked me through it and what situations and different options I could take, and it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Farmer & Wright staff knew what to do and knew how to handle the situation.
I tell people all the time that filing bankruptcy is not the end. It's really the beginning. It's the first step to reorganizing and picking up the pieces. We have people every day that after their bankruptcy case, they buy houses again, they buy cars again, and they're able to put themselves in a much better position than they were before.
I had gotten to where I was dodging phone calls if I didn't recognize the number because I was afraid it was going to be a bill collector. And I can answer my phone again now. And I know that I have taken the steps with their help that I needed to take to manage my bills and take care of everything. They contacted my creditors, and they got everything moved around to where I can actually make a reasonable monthly payment, and we'll be able to pay everybody off in 5 years. Because
it's a stressful situation, it's scary. They were always there to answer any questions, and no question was a dumb question or a bad question. And a lot of things I couldn't get a hold of, or my husband was at work and they went the extra mile. They would always, if I gave them a password, they would get on the account and get the things they needed instead of me going on there and stressing myself out if that was the right paper or that was the right bank account they needed or whatever it was. They always would just do it for me. I didn't have to stress about it.
Farmer & Wright gave me a second chance, got stuff squared away, and gave me a room to breathe and a second chance at life again. Got me closer to my kids. I got to see them a little bit more. I don't have to work as much now, and now the bills that I did have and everything else that was bottled up on me, less stress. Kids get to feel it. They're a lot happier, and so is Daddy.
We've been very fortunate to have the opportunity to represent hundreds of people in disability cases, and we find that when someone's become disabled, they really don't know where to turn. We immediately assign someone to their disability case to try to help them get the benefits that they've paid in and that they're entitled to.
At Farmer & Wright, we handle disability cases because we have clients who truly want to work, but they're unable to do so. So many of our clients for many years have worked in factories, they've worked construction jobs, they've even worked in offices. And because of a debilitating disability, they can't work anymore. So we take pride in our office in being able to assist those people with filing disability claims and ultimately representing them at a Social Security disability hearing to try to get them the benefits that they deserve.
I suffer from PTSD, so it was difficult for me to accomplish the things I needed to accomplish to be able to take care of myself right now.
It was a disability case is what it was. Emotional is just all kinds of stress on you, which everybody has stress, but when it's a money situation, it's just added stress upon stress, you know.
Well, before I got my SSI, it was hard to go to the doctors, you know, getting into doctors and paying for the doctors and getting my medicine and a ride to go to the doctors. It was a real struggle. It was hard to do. It kept me at home a lot, depressed. So
I was having a little, tough time financially. After I lost my job in 2016, I knew it was, my condition was getting worse, so it was difficult for me to try to find employment. That's when I first filed for Social Security. The unemployment only lasts for a few months, and so I was going to have a difficult time paying bills. That's when I went to Farmer and Wright.
Social Security disability, like any other area that you find when you're dealing with the government, is an extremely complicated area of the law and takes a tremendous amount of study to know the ins and outs of how to maneuver yourself through that system. And we've spent years representing people and trying to help them find the best way to prove their claim to get the benefits that they have earned.
We also try to be our clients' friends. We take pride in our support staff at Farmer and Wright, who take time in speaking with the clients about their challenges and their problems as they're coming in.
I was looking on the internet, and I saw their advertisement, and I was looking to appeal Social Security's first decision, and they agreed to take my case. Once the case was won, I was able to use that to catch up on my bills, my mortgage, my car payments, everything.
I heard really good things, and like I said, I had the recommendation from a friend of mine, and they just seemed like a good fit for me. They were so helpful to me that they walked me through every step, every question I had, they answered and just helped me through the whole process, because you're asked sometimes the same question 4 different ways. So they helped me navigate that to its conclusion.
They gave me plenty of hope and walked me through everything. Emotionally, they were real, like I said, real nice, and they kept me up to date on everything, and so it really helped me out. They make you feel like you're at home, not like you're at a big business type thing that makes you feel all cowardy and scared,
And they got me a substantial amount of back pay during my disability case. And like I said, I didn't ask for that. I just wanted checks to come in because I was low on money. And like I said, it was stress on me and my marriage. So, but they did everything, and everything worked out good.
There are a number of conditions that people may not realize may qualify them for disability, such as back issues and neck issues. We've also successfully represented a number of individuals who have struggled with mental health issues, which was very disabling to them, and we were able to prove that to the Social Security Administration.
We try to focus on 4 elements when we're dealing with prospective clients at Farmer and Wright. First, we try to explain everything in clear, understandable language to our clients, because some of these practice areas can be incredibly intimidating. The second element is that we help our clients fight back, whether they're fighting creditors in a bankruptcy case or fighting the Social Security Administration to get benefits. We take an aggressive approach against creditors and the administration when necessary. And finally, we honestly care about our clients and we listen to their problems.
Because the results were positive. They kept a positive outlook. I feel like my friends and family, I'd always recommend Farmer and Wright.
They went the extra mile on keeping me updated. They'd call me, check in on me periodically, make sure I was doing okay, and walking me through my steps of getting my Social Security disability. Just made things a whole lot better.
And I had came in here one morning because I had a bunch of paperwork to fill out, and I hadn't had time to stop and get anything to eat. My sugar had dropped because I'm hypoglycemic. After we talked, and I had just lost my father about 4 months ago, and She reached into her purse and she gave me $5 to get something to eat, you know, and I was really struggling, you know, to go through all of this with my Social Security, you know, just the depression and losing my father. And she listened to everything I had to say. She was very sympathetic to me, and it meant the world to me that she made that offer to me. So I very much appreciate Farmer Wright and their employees. They've all been awesome.
They were phenomenal. Their compassion and their friendliness, it was amazing.
Farmer Wright has helped us get out from all our bills to where we're not stressed out every day on everyday life and struggling. Being pregnant, having a toddler and a teenager, it's scary. And so with Farmer and Wright behind us, we got our bankruptcy case taken care of. We actually just got our discharge papers in the mail. It was just made it very easy, and I wouldn't go anywhere else.
The situation felt overwhelming, and Farmer and Wright were there to help me get through it all.
Working with the attorneys and their staff has been wonderful. The level of customer service, their friendliness, they have been so incredibly helpful at every step, letting me know what I have to do and what's expected, and just held my hand through what is honestly a difficult process.
At Farmer and Wright, one thing we do is we pride ourselves on our service. I tell clients all the time, before you hire us, go online, look at our reviews, look what other people have said about our firm, because that's the best testament of the job that we really do.
We invite prospective clients to take a look at the reviews that existing clients have given us at places like google.com. At Farmer and Wright, we pride ourselves in how we treat our clients. So in addition to the experience that we have in representing individuals with bankruptcy, disability, and personal injury cases, we also make sure that we treat clients like family.
I would recommend Farmer and Wright to anyone who is struggling with Social Security disability. If it wasn't for Farmer and Wright, my life would not have gotten back on track.
The situation felt overwhelming, and Farmer and Wright were there to help me get through it all.
I would definitely recommend Farmer and Wright if I got that opportunity. These guys helped me, like I said, every step of the way. They were understanding, they were helpful, they were kind. In a situation where I felt shame coming in, they helped me to understand that there was nothing to be ashamed of, and that this is just something that people went through, and that they were here to help.
I didn't know which way to turn to accomplish this, and Farmer and Wright was there for me to help me straighten it out the whole step of the way.
Stress is getting heavy on me. It's, you know, the type of burden it has. It's like the weight of the world on your shoulders. As I talked to Farmer and Wright, and as I went through the process, you know, the weight just lifted up off my shoulders, and they assured me everything's gonna be all right, and they were correct in that manner. Everything worked out fine.
I was in a financial crisis, and Farmer and Wright was able to pull me up out of it. Thank you so very much, Farmer Wright, to help me in my situation. I hope y'all continue to help other people too.
You should go to Farmer and Wright because they are so trustworthy. They're so easy. They're compassionate. They never missed a step, and they were always there to answer a phone call. Farmer and Wright gave us the quality of living back to us.
For me, professionally, nothing is more satisfying to hear that they were referred by a former client. That tells me that our firm is doing the job that I want us to do, and we're providing a service that we can be proud of. If you make the decision to hire Farmer and Wright, we can guarantee you one thing: we'll be committed to your case, and we'll be committed to you.